Hello, YouTube people. Let me see if I have some good volume. 'Cause I didn't have it loud before. Okay, all right, perhaps that's fine. So, happy January 5th. Today in New England, in my location, it's a light blue gray sky, and it's a little cold out. I went on a walk this morning, it was really cool. I just want to check in about my art, a little bit about current events, and some help I might need. And I just want to reach out to you to invite you to think creatively and kindly, catch ourselves in our dramas, and know that this is a powerful time. I also want to guide you some people to follow for upliftment, and I too have my own other homework. It seems like time goes by really fast. Between getting up in the morning and probably 3 or 4, that's my best energy time to create and give my mind right now full attention to things that are either difficult or real creative. Although there was a time I really created after 5 p.m. and even probably as late as into 9, 10, 11 maybe, because the space I was in was really easy. It was a really cool kind of a studio section that was really cool. But I wanted to, and I think I showed you some of my art I finished, and quite frankly, I'm going to take a look and just embellish a little bit more, then take those pictures and put them on Etsy. I have an Etsy account, but I really haven't pushed it because I have to go back and fix the shipping part, which I am going to have like free shipping for their orders over 35 and more. But part of the issue remains that there's some things that are lower cost that should not cost, I don't think, over $20 to ship it to you. Like if you spend $20, let's say, I don't think it should cost $20 to ship. That sounds like it's going international. So I need to go in and understand how to fix that. So I'm trying to get a handle on that, and I haven't really pushed it. So I'm in the mode of really creating and getting a handle on that. And I've been either scared, lazy, or just like afraid I wouldn't understand. And it's just, it takes a little bit of going back and forth when you're not used to a back office in Etsy or any new program. And I'm just so not used to it that I'm trialing and erroring and checking and going back and forth. So it can take all day to kind of get one fixed. But as I get a handle, it'll happen easier. So if anybody out there's an Etsy person that feels like reaching out to me, you can reach me through message me, Rita Elizabeth, or can reach me at Southwest Coyote Heart. I don't know. I haven't figured out. I'm sure there are ways. I know when people have YouTube channels, they have a way to stream things underneath, and I don't know how to do that yet. But I've seen people do that, so I may ask someone that knows how to do it. Two, I'll try to find it on my own. So I'm just gonna write my email right here, so you can see it for now. See if I spelled my own email right. Southwest, yep, that's me. Okay. I listen a little bit to some other platforms, and one of my kind of a teacher friend, not real good friends, but someone I've had in my life for a little while and belonged to her group, Kimberly Palm at Spiritual Growth Journeys. And she was interviewed by someone, I think he's in the UK. His first name is Nicholas, and I think his name is Veneman, but I don't know him real well. I just started listening to some of his podcasts. So she's a nice authority on things spiritual, the difference between New Age and some other esoteric histories. So she's kind of a nice overview if you wanted to get some information from her. I like turning into Dolly Daydream, who changed her channel to Soul Odyssey Healing because she's being guided to change as a person. And I think she'll be doing, more like Reiki and more card reading and stuff like that, and helping people with energies. And she does art, total different art than I do. She's really good at some really beautiful jewelry making. So I just like her because she's light and she's herself. And she's under Soul Odyssey Healing, but her name is Janine, and she was under Dolly Daydream, all one word. I haven't turned into Charlie Ward, who has a network called Jasara, and a lot of open people, good people, patriot type people, and people just wanting to share possibilities of life there on his his channel. I haven't gone there. There's sometimes it just gets to be there's so many great people who actually offer some wonderful things. They're hard to follow. I currently am into I will go to Spiritually Raw, not every Spiritually Raw, because they interview a lot of people, but I don't see every single episode of theirs. You have to have a life. Otherwise, you would actually use your computer, laptop, or phone, and you could watch people like a television for 8 hours and gather all kinds of notes and information, and it gets to be a lot. You got to create your own life. So I wanted to invite you to perhaps something to take a look at. I and a friend kind of was suggesting she was going to do it, and I've known of this. Haven't done it. So we're getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and beginning our day. And yesterday was a little trickier for her. Like today was a little trickier for me. But the idea is to start to have a practice, pick a time, and get up. And it'll be really super hard if you haven't gone to bed early or the night before, or you'll even learn like I really need more sleep than my 6 hours to get up at 5 or whatever it is. But I'm finding that even if I get up at 5, like today, I lingered in bed to listen to some positive aspects from Brian Scott. I call them positive aspects, some of his meditation. So it's like developing to become a new person, you have to pick a thing to do differently in your life. And within a very short time, a few days to 30, you're going to be different because you did that one thing differently. And your intention is to become more expansive, more open, more wise, more growing, more glowing, more amazing, because of course you deserve that and you really are that. So picking a new time to get up means I can meditate or pray or write something. It means I get to feed my pets quicker and differently. It means if I haven't showered, I have these like two, instead of getting up at 6:30 or 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, by increasing a little bit more flow time, you get to a little more done, or at least you get a little more time with self and go into self. That's it. Like before you get out of bed, do you ever think about what you want your day to be like? Do you ever think about, is it a good day, is it a bad day? Did you make that decision before you get up or as you're getting up and put your feet on the floor? Because that's really important. You can do that. Today when I got up, it was really funky. Like I felt it's a good day. I just always say it's a good day. It's a great day. I'm looking forward to this day. It's really wonderful things. I listen to stuff like that anyway before I get up. And today was also a little funny because I felt a little bit of negativity and coming in, and I was more like talking to myself about some uncomfortable or bad stuff, and then I was taking it over to the good. And it's interesting because usually I can super get up really happy, really energetic, really full of the possibility of life and goodness, God, creation, source energy. So I got up and I had those things come through my mind. I also noticed and I took a walk. I actually took a walk. I don't know how long it was. I'm sure it was at least 20 minutes. And I know that's no marathon to some of how you go for walks and walk real fast. So I walked and made a decision about kind of where I thought I was going to be walking. And during that time, I noticed I was in thought about what seems to be and working that through. And I think feelings were coming up and then those things were being addressed. But as I kind of finished that, I was able to turn my attention back to the trees, which I love, in the sky, and say, thank you. Thank you for watching over us. Thank you for sharing, well, that was to the sky, and thank you for sharing oxygen with us. Thank you for being here. And I could tell these trees, they are breathing and they are alive. They're kind of sleepy. Today they're kind of quiet. They're kind of in reserve. Sometimes I feel them really like vibrating. I mean, even in winter or whatever weather, I feel them more joyous and I feel them more expressing. And right now they're just a little bit sleepy and a little bit subdued. They feel calm. They don't feel worried. And they're just quiet. And you may notice in you and too, like, do you need more sleep? Do you need to go inside and kind of take some stock and have a conversation with yourself? Also, on a walk, that can be your prayer and that can be your meditation, because you can get information from your high self, from the part of you that's invisible. You can get information from your guides. You can get information from your angel. Now, one of my teacher friends, she's saying like angels are 12th density and we're fifth. We're going to fifth. So we were third density, the planet, and many of us are rising up, and we're all kind of trying to pull each other up. So we're vibrating higher. So I think some people do hear angels. They definitely do hear their guides. I just called everything my angels. Once I don't really say the word guide. I think it's easier for me liking the word angel to say it's my angels talking to me. It's the invisible talking to me. And as long as it's uplifting answers, or at least they're not mean and they're not, oh, you can't ever do that and you're a jerk and why do you think that? Like, your guides, your true guides, are never going to tell you you cannot. They're going to say, we think that's good. We're smiling at you. We believe in you. Yes, you can. They might say, if you say do a yes or no question, they might say no, but no, not like you're bad, you can't. It's like, no, there's something else coming, or no, it's not a good time, or you'll get another idea. We're for you. It's nothing ever. It's not ever going to be mean or anything. Nothing to do with meanness, nothing to do with sadness, nothing to do with trying to keep you down or forgetting who you are. It's always about upliftment and saying something in the most positive way that you'll start to move in that direction. So I want to offer that to you, that it's really you and you get to create. And now, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I kind of like stopped, like I said, looking at so much research, and yeah, there's other types of research I want to do, but I really believe that if you feel good about you and healthy in your body, do not get the vaccine. I really believe, or I'm starting to come to believe, that it's going to be a lot of vaccines that look like they're coming forward to you and then they're going to drop away if they're bad, if they're really super bad. This is a time for you to, if you're willing, take a look at, are you really programmed? Where are you programmed? Like I've had someone say, oh, I'm a white supremacist. And, I went through like, am I programmed and I don't know it? However, I'm a pretty transparent person, and I would have said, I'm still prejudiced like that, or I'm still whatever like that. And I would have known. I just know me. I would know what my secrets are. That was on her and her programming. And as I think in terms of our history together, I couldn't make a certain joke about, like, if I said, well, I'm just an old white girl, just don't mind me. She would get offended that I said that about me, kind of sounding like maybe a southern person or a southern person, or whatever kind of image of a person that had this slant on getting close to black type of language, slang, dialogue. And she would like whacked out of it. And, I was actually paying her to be my life coach. So there was no intent to harm, zero intent to do something so disrespectful to her. Totally. It's really not. I mean, I've had my shadow, and we all do, and I know how I can pick, but normally my soul intent is for upliftment, kindness, clairvoyance, information, truth, not stepping down to bullshit, seeing, showing, helping. So this is a time for you to create. This is a time for you to check inside. Do you have a prejudice about something? Why do you have it? And what is it your fear? Is it your laziness? And all those are okay. Just what would you do? No. What would you start to implement? No. It's okay. So I'm starting and wanting to stay up at like a 5 o'clock time. I always think like 4:30 would be like the best time to get up. 4:15. I go to bed at 7:30 because I want to rest, and maybe that's good. Like then I would just listen to information to get downloaded, from people that I really like, that are sort of those like hypnotic energy coaches that deal with frequency and really puts wonderful information together that you can listen to help reset and recalibrate your body, mind, spirit. So anyway, yeah, going to bed early, trying to get as much done as I can during the day, trying to also be light. And when you first get up, it's going to be like, I don't want to get up. Like today, I knew I needed more rest. So I just felt like if I listened to some of all my information from YouTube that's really helpful, that would be a little part of what I could do. And then I got up as soon as I could. And once I got up, I was good. It was before 6:30. I was up at 5. I didn't go back to sleep. I just didn't fully get out of bed completely. So incognito bandito. I don't know if you're, so forgive me, I don't know if you're being naughty or if you're 12, you're not supposed to be on here. And also it would depend what the topic was. And if it's like dirty, mean, or rotten, I'm just going to ignore you. But if it's truly heartfelt and kind and sincere, then I can answer you. If it's of a explicit sexual nature, don't bother. Because that's you being kind of a jerk. But anyway, so I'm just going to say, and I'm almost done anyway. So I would just say, be you. Do things that make you happy. That's really what we're supposed to do. Do things that make us happy. And the things that are drudgery, look at how we can switch that around as an accomplishment to get it done. So get it done. So I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I think I reached out for Etsy. There's one more thing I was going to talk about, probably a little bit about tomorrow with the 6th. It's a really important historical day. You're welcome. A lot of, I would think over 1 million people for sure. I don't know how many. The DC, Washington, DC is going to be flooded. I thought I could go. I would like to go. But I actually would need to be prepared with food. Where would I stay bathroom wise? Because I believe they're going to close down a lot of things except for some of the hotels, and a lot of those places are full. I don't know about Airbnb, but many people I know are going. They may not even be on their channels because people are traveling. But I do know that you and another person, 2 or more, probably, maybe that's safe, I don't know, but you could stand out on busy corners for a while, and you could, have a slogan, whether it's freedom, stand for truth. I would probably be like light worker on duty, or, freedom, I don't know, full disclosure, freedom from slavery, liberty, tell the truth. Some people are going to say stop the steal, things like that. So, or you could just draw a heart and stand out there with a flag, or wave at people and think good thoughts. If I can find someone to do that with me, I will. Otherwise, I'm thinking of making a couple of posters and kind of posting them to some, what do you call it? Some telephone poles, maybe, something like that. Go out early and do that. That's what I'm thinking to do. But I haven't made up my mind, so I'm just going to be creative with my art. I'm going to make a journal or 2, hopefully. I'm going to finish up the cards that I did, take pictures, and at least I'll have those for Etsy, and I'll just start to put the pictures on. It's really weird. I'm not really even sure on Etsy, like how to get a message yet to people to say, I just have to go and try to fix that shipping thing, because otherwise it's ridiculous. CBD. I'm going to look into a company to do some CBD representation. Definitely taking some healthcare products for myself, for my body, skin, mind. I'd like to be even more focused. I feel pretty focused right now, but sometimes I feel like in the morning, what do I do first? And I just want to feel very decisive. So if you're going through that, I'm looking into a product by HempWorks. It's WORX, hempworks.com, which is under the umbrella company of My Daily Choice. So I'll let you know more about that. In the meantime, I wish everyone well. I wish you have a great day. Stay light, stay bright. Know that you are powered by the stars And my little kitty heart just loves you. Bye. Thank you.